I'm me being a nosy guy that I am, I guess. I walk over there. He's buying an AR.
Ooh, buddy. Because he has an identification, man.
No, he's exempt.
No, he's exempt. No,
he didn't.
They actually are exempt for firearms backgrounds or any kind of ID or anything.
Nothing. I couldn't believe it.
Is this another magic card? Does he just give him his magic card and it's happening?
His magic card, which was a federal something that he showed him, and she makes phone calls, yep, got to sell it to him.
Okay, now this has got to be the biggest part of the interview.
All right, we're going to get right into it. This video is going viral on the internet. Take a look at this.
You know, the homeless problem. I don't know of a single homeless Haitian in this town because they all got vouchers. But I can show you a whole bunch of people that have been displaced because I'm that guy. Rob, you know, for 25 years I've worked with the homeless in this community. You know, a lot of people don't know because I'm not the guy out there blowing the horn, because it ain't about me. It's the Jesus in me that goes out there and does it. Trust me, there's days I'm tired, but I'll get into homeless camps that nobody in a suit and tie will walk into. None. They trust me because I've never let them down. You know, and guys, if you don't think it's here right now, in October, we are getting ready to hit a wall here. There is not any relief for the homeless. The homeless people in this community are not the people you think they are. The squatters that aren't happening. It's not there. There's veterans. Come see me. I'm not real hard to find. Ask anybody on the street. They'll tell you how to get a hold of me. I'll take you there. And no, they don't want your toothpaste and your peanut butter sandwiches. They want you to come up with a solution to why they're displaced, why they lived in a house. I personally know, and I'll testify under oath, my hand to God, somebody that lost their house. They were there 7 years. The landlord said, hey, I need you to move out, find a temporary place. I'm going to remodel it, and then you can come back.
Thank you, Baron.
It was a lie. They moved him out, tripled the rent.
Thank you.
Follow
Thank you for
the money.
Now that's Ken. They also call him Baron, and he's a street preacher in Springfield, Ohio. He actually reached out to me via email once this story started blowing up, and he asked me for a little bit of help. Says that all the news agencies are blowing up his phone, they're calling him, they're emailing him, and he doesn't know what to do, and he reached out to me because he is a Homestead homie, an OG Homestead homie. So we talked on the phone a little bit, and I did an interview with him about the current situation in Ohio. Take a few minutes and listen to this, and then I'll see you in a second.
Okay, we doing it now?
Yeah, we're doing it now.
Oh, let's do it.
Lock and load.
To advance is to win.
Baron, you know what? That thing's at 3.1 million views, Baron. The video that got posted on X about you talking about the refugees in your town. You live in Springfield, Ohio, isn't that right?
That's correct.
How long have you lived there?
Most of my life on and off, but rock solid for the last 17 years.
Okay, so you were telling me that maybe the last, how many years? Just kind of go over a couple of the differences you've noticed around your place over the last couple of years.
Yeah, Springfield in the late 1800s and 1900s was the capitalist capital of the world. They were the hub of industry, one of the richest cities in the nation. And it's always had a little charm about it. In the last 2 years, man, the charm is being tarnished. And I feel that it's directly related to the 25,000 plus Haitian immigrants that are here on the current administration's TPS, temporary protected status.
Did you say 25,000?
25,000 plus.
And then how many people actually live in Springfield?
Springfield's population is around 55,000 before.
So they basically have half of the residents replaced with incoming personnel.
Absolutely.
Wow. Is that just Haitians, though, that are being put there, or is it like different types of immigrants as well?
The numbers that I have access to, I mean, yes, there's a lot of Spanish-speaking people and things like that. Springfield was in trouble before the Haitians came,
right,
if the truth be known.
Right.
You know, we had our own. We were, you know, you can do your research. I encourage you to. Yeah. Gun violence, drugs, fentanyl. We had our problems before then. But now they threw 25,000 plus Haitian immigrants. Haitian only. On top of that, they just came here. I don't think they just happened to, say be in Haiti and fly to wherever and then land. They all came, these people, they want you to believe that they floated in on boats.
Right.
And like it didn't happen like that. They flew in on commercial airlines to a certain place. People picked them up and brought them to Springfield, Ohio.
So let's talk about real quick. So the reason why we actually know each other is you're like an OG Homestead homie, isn't that, home?
I am an OG homie.
That's good. So you reached out to me because you were getting some calls from some news places and all this kind of stuff. So I contacted you and stuff, and that's how we ended up here on this video. So appreciate you watching our stuff. And like yourself, we're just trying to educate people and let them know what's going on. So in this video that was posted on social media, 3.1 million views now. Can you kind of recap a little bit? I know you talked about your friend that had been living 7 years in a place and they got kicked out of this place. What happened with that?
Yeah, I'm the street minister here. I'm the pastor. I'm the one that's doing I do free foods. I run a ministry called Out to Pastor Ministries.
Right on. Now, do you have a website with that?
I do. I just don't know if it's up. Recently, we were cyber attacked and just really scrambled it, and I got my people working on it to try to get it back up.
You could give it a plug right now if you want to. That way people can write it down and kind of keep checking in on you.
Yeah, www.outtopastor, outtopastor.com. And, if you search YouTube, you'll see Baron from Out to Pastor Ministries. There'll be links on there. Okay. And we're also in line. We work closely with fellowshipofthemartyrs.com. Okay. And they're based out of your home state there, just out of Kansas City, Missouri, a little place called Liberty, Missouri.
All right. So go back to with your friend there.
He calls me and says, "Hey man, I don't talk to suits, I don't trust none of them, but hey man, you're the street pastor, you bring us food, and you never lied to us. Let me tell you what's going on. Who do I tell about this? Fair Housing Authority? Do I go to the mayor's office? Do I go to county?" I'm like, "I don't know. Let's find out." I said, "What happened?" He said, "The landlord of our building told us, hey, I got a government grant of some sort to renovate the building. I'm going to go ahead and move everybody out of it. We're going to go in," and they did, and go in, and we're going to revamp and paint the walls and just make it nice. And hey, we'll see you in 3 months. And 3 months later, he goes back and like, "Hey man, can we get back in? We've been living in the shelter and in our van and yada yada yada." And he's like, "Yeah, no, this is the deal. The rent's this now, triple what it was." And the guy actually felt sorry for the landlord. He said, "I get it. The guy's in business and he's trying to make a buck, but man, they sold us out, man." And that building is now 100% occupied with TPS Haitians.
Wow. So you think he was just saying it was triple just to kind of deter him away from trying to stay there and, just outprice him, you think? And already knowing that he had incomings?
Absolutely. The Haitians are guaranteed money for the landlords right now. And that's why I'm just sitting here in shock and awe when I hear the news reports of, the homeless Haitians. I work with these people every day, man. There are no homeless. None that I know of.
Yeah, you said because they all have vouchers.
Yeah,
Oh my
when
gosh.
this whole cat business came out, man, we thought it was a joke at first. We were like, "You're kidding me, man." And the Haitian people that I talked to, they're like, they call the EBT card, they call it the magic card. The magic food card. Because they buy groceries, and they come back next time, and there's more on there. It's magic.
Oh my gosh.
And they laugh. They go, "Why would we be eating cats in Springfield, Ohio when I got $1,500 on my EBT, my magic card? I go to Applebee's just like everybody else."
Yeah, that's the thing. I did have a video of a gal who they straight busted in the street eating a cat, but I also know that they use the cat bones. They like to do that with the voodoo stuff.
Yeah, there's the story. Yeah. I mean, the pigs that have been openly cut up and the lambs. I mean, there's video documentation of that through the local sheriff's department and things. They're not eating those. They're using them for their ritualistic, deal, whatever they call it. Right. Seances or whatever, voodoo. They're really big into the voodoo, man.
Man, so do you think like the local people there and the local government on even the low level stuff, like your people and your like aldermans and all that, you think anybody is like, purposely trying to make money with this, or how do you think they're involved with this stuff?
Absolutely they are. I mean, we have and I don't know if I should name names. I don't want to be sued. I don't have anything. What are you going to come take my tomato patch?
Yeah. But we don't have to name names, but I mean, it just seems weird that people would just let this kind of, that's a lot of people to come into one place, 25,000 people. I know the Cloward and Piven, strategy, if you guys want to look that up, I encourage you to. It's one of the things is to overwhelm the system with all of the extra mouths to feed, if you will. So, sure. Man, that's just something else. The magic card.
I don't know who said it, but there's a quote out there somewhere. When there's profit to be made when there's blood in the streets.
That's terrible.
And I don't have any proof yet. We're working on it. I promise you, we're going to turn every stone over.
Yeah.
But I just got information today that, and again, I don't have any proof yet.
Right. This is all allegedly.
Allegedly, the mayor and city manager are coming up with these shell LLCs.
Hold on, the city manager? Properties. The city manager is buying properties under fake LLCs, or new started LLCs. Is that the same city manager that they said in the debates the other night that said that there's nobody doing this stuff in your town?
Yeah, the same guy.
Yeah.
The same guy who was standing outside the city building talking to the press today because somebody called a bomb threat in.
Interesting.
To City Hall. They closed today. They closed City Hall. They closed one of the schools. They closed the BMV, the title office, anything to do where, I don't know. And apparently that guy sent an email that threatened to blow him up, and I'm just sure that, CSI will be involved and the guy will be jailed. And
so they had to close all those places from that one threat, you're saying?
Oh, yeah, they did.
And today's September the 12th. It's Thursday, in case you guys want to know what date it is. This is happening live, pretty much real time. Right. And that's really something else. So how are the people doing in the town? I know we posted the story of the gal and her mom goes out, takes the trash out, 70-something years old, and gets run over by one of these Haitians. How are the people doing?
Oh man, the people are in, Doug, it's scary. It's scary because this is not, we're like living in a movie here, man. You know what I mean? And I talked to a friend of mine who actually is a movie star in Hollywood, and he's like, man, I couldn't pay a team of 50 writers to write a script like this. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And he's talking about, the cats and stuff. And I'm like, isn't that crazy, man? We've been screaming at the top of our lungs for, I've been at City Hall for over a year, and it took a couple fricasseed cats to get the press here.
Yeah, so you've already been complaining down at City Hall. You guys are seeing this influx of folks. No one's really listening. And then all of a sudden this cat story comes up, and all of a sudden now you have media calling you. Go back to the one part where you said something about being hacked. Are you being like harassed or something just because you went to City Hall, exercised your First Amendment right, and tried to stand up for the homeless people in your town?
I was told by the Blood Tribe fellas, the neo-Nazi in the red shirts with their masks on, because I confronted them. And when I say I confronted them, I'm like, what are you doing here? And he's like, go back to Africa. And I'm like, are you mentally unbalanced? I'm Caucasian. Why would you tell me go back to Africa? And that's their chant, though. Go back to Africa. And terrible N-words at people. And I don't.
So are you saying like you got Antifa there, or what is it?
Oh no, this is a blood. They call themselves the Blood Tribe, and they're out of Minnesota. There's nobody here in the Blood Tribe. And they were down with with their AK-47s and ARs, marching and protesting. And then we got the local NAACP lady saying, "Oh, we're going to educate you because you guys are just racists." And I'm like, "What?" And we go down to their meeting to try to have a reasonable conversation, and she calls in the Nation of Islam guys for security because she felt threatened. And I'm looking around and I'm like, "Look, man, this is bad." It's like I feel like I'm living in a little tinderbox of 55,000 people, and I've got all these people throwing matches. Strike a match. Well, they're eating cats. And
did you know that gal? Who had her mom, killed out there?
No, I've met them. I mean, it's a small town, bro.
Yeah.
I've met them, and I really sympathize. But here, the bigger picture of that is a very tragic thing. I'm very sorry for them people, and they held their signs up, and their mother was killed, and there's not even been an arrest.
Yeah, that was terrible. I couldn't even know it. Yeah.
But if you fast forward or rewind that, if you watch the whole thing, the mother and father of the young boy, and I don't even want to say his name anymore. I'm so upset about it. Name. Yeah, that was killed. The Haitian that turned the bus over, and 53 kids were injured, and he was convicted, and he's in prison. And one of them died. That mother and father came to the first time I've ever seen them there, came to the meeting and said, "Quit using our son's name for all of your racist hate for the Haitians and these people," and jumped on the side of the Haitians.
So basically, these are like maybe some liberal folks who had their son on there, and they felt like people were using their son to make some chatter about immigrants.
Oh, not just chatter. I mean, it's a roar here.
Right. You know what I mean? That's what she was basically claiming.
Yeah. And I get it, but doggone it, I mean, they lost a child, but our community lost a child as a result of an illegal Haitian immigrant being here and driving and crashing a bus. I mean, we have lost too.
I mean, there seems to be a lot of the driving accidents and everything going on there. I've seen a lot of that being posted on social media.
My goodness, Doug, I could ride you around our city, and I promise you, for every 1 hour block that goes without us coming up on the scene of an accident or almost being involved in one, that goes by without that happening, I get a $1 bill from you. But for every hour that we see it, you got to buy me a dozen donuts. We're eating for days, bro.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally, no exaggeration, 4 to 6 accidents a day.
Wow. And then that's why they raise insurance rates up, and then everyone gets dinged for that too because of where you live. Now, what about the man, this is just really something. I can't even imagine like being, our town has 2,000 people, and I couldn't imagine if they brought in 1,000 or 2,000 people and stuffed them in here and tried to act like we're supposed to work it out with them or something, man. It's against our Constitution and stuff. They're not supposed to just fly people in, bus people in. These are not asylum seekers. What are you seeing? Like, what kind of ages are you seeing? Are you seeing, destitute families that were fleeing from the?
No, funny you should say that. The first year or so, when we started taking notice, all the buddies sitting around the coffee shop and saying, "Hey, man, these Haitians are here," and we're like, "Where are the women? Where are the children? These are all military-age fighting men." Military fighting age.
They say that that you bring your family when you're fleeing war, but you leave your family behind when you're going to war.
Well, guess what? 25,000 plus of them are here to go to war.
That is,
and here, let's expound on that for a second. I'm standing in our local Rural King, which is a national chain. I don't know if you have them there.
Yes.
They sell firearms.
Yes.
I'm out there and I'm picking up some stuff for the, some electric fence wire, blah, blah, blah. And I always go to the gun counter because I I have weapons.
You have pew-pews, yeah.
Yeah, I have pew-pews. I like them. We hunt with them.
Right.
And I'm at the counter, and there's a Haitian fellow. And the only reason I know he's Haitian because he was speaking Creole French.
Right.
To his telephone, to a translator, to the person behind the counter, and back and forth, and I caught my ear. I'm like, what's this guy doing at the gun counter? So I'm me being a nosy guy that I am, I guess. I walk over there. He's buying an AR.
Ooh, buddy. Because he has an identification, man.
No, he's exempt.
No, he's exempt. No,
he didn't.
They actually are exempt for firearms backgrounds or any kind of ID or anything.
Nothing. I couldn't believe it.
Is this another magic card? Does he just give him his magic card and it's happening?
His magic card, which was a federal something that he showed him, and she makes phone calls, yep, got to sell it to him.
Okay, now this has got to be the biggest part of the interview. I mean, I feel for all the people having troubles there. I feel for the extra population, but what I want everyone to understand is that these fighting age men are now using their magic cards to arm themselves in America, inside of our belly.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
And why does he need an AR?
Oh my goodness.
He
has no right to have one. He's not even a citizen of this country.
Right.
Yes.
And the lady said, there's nothing I can do. My hands are tied. So I looked into it a little more. And like the driver's license, all you need is to get a driver's license here is an ID and be over 18. No training.
Right.
No training, but all my kids.
We all had to do training.
Yeah, and pay for it dearly.
Wow.
And no, man. I mean, we got the pyramid upside down here.
It's wild.
Bad. And you go up. I happen to be I'm a Christian.
Yes.
And I go up. I mean no harm to nobody. I really don't. I go up to these guys, when I see them out in the soup lines and stuff, where I'm down there and I'm getting my rapport with the people that living on the street and doing what I can to help. And man, don't even mention the name Jesus around. They know who he is.
Oh, I know, because a lot of the what do you call them when they go over there?
Missionaries.
Missionaries have been to Haiti over and over and over, so I would definitely think that they have a good grasp on that. And I would guess that there is some of them. I mean, we can't say this is every single one of the Haitians that come over, but some of them would have a more, Christian-minded type of mindset.
Because they've had a little indoctrination to the Christian, because they built the orphanage in their town.
Yes.
Or they put the water pump in.
And that could be a good thing or a bad thing if it was Bill Gates or the Clintons. That could be a very bad thing. They might be mad at us for something that they did over there. And did you actually said they actually trust you? You have a little rapport with some of them? They know that you're a pretty straight shooter?
Yeah, the ones that I talk to, they don't want to go on record, of course. They can't be seen talking to me because I'm the enemy.
Right.
Because I'm the guy running around in the red hat, know.
Yeah.
And but they trust me. They go, no, if that guy tells you he'll be down here at 9 o'clock with soup and sandwiches, he's here.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he does what he can do. And I'll pray with all of them. Any of them they ask, absolutely, man, because I think there's a bigger plan.
Yeah.
And the one said, we come to the country where Hillary Clinton, who used us like a pawn and stole millions, the Clinton Foundation stole millions. Go back in your history books and look. That's a real thing.
Yeah. They actually stole Haitians. You can actually look the story up, y'all. They got busted smuggling Haitian kids out of Haiti. The Clinton Foundation did, and they didn't have their proper paperwork. And at the same time, guess who was kind of hanging out with them was that Tim Ballard guy. That's why I broke the story on Tim Ballard. I don't go for any kind of messing with the kids. And I just want, truth, justice, and the American way, man. I appreciate you sharing your story with everybody watching here on YouTube. And again, you check out his website. He gave it to you earlier on. What was it again?
It's www.outtopastor, all one word, OUTTOPASTOR.com.
We just wanted to share the story with everybody, real time, boots on the ground stuff. I appreciate your time hanging out with us, and we're going to see if we can get maybe some funds over to you to help out with your feeding the homeless and the work that you're doing biblically to help your local neighborhood and stuff. We stand behind that 100%. But just real quick, where do you see Springfield, Ohio in like the next, year, 2 years, or 3 years?
How about 3 months? Martial law.
Really, in Springfield?
Yeah, they've already, our governor, Mike DeWine, just released $2.5 million to bring the troopers in to control the quote-unquote traffic problem. And I think they're just putting them in place, and this whole bomb thing, you don't know what to believe anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean? We live in a time where someone took a shot, no, not a shot, 6 shots at a former president. People, that's not just a YouTube sensation. That's real. That's history. We're living in a time where history's being made.
And erased at the same time.
And erased.
This is crazy. Man, stay in prayer. Stay vigilant. We appreciate you guys. And, we'll try to share this video. Hopefully everybody shares this video with their friends so they can hear what's going on over there and appreciate the work that you're doing. Even working with the Hattians that are there, just making sure that they're, being fed and just kind of being taken care of. But we don't want to do it at the expense of our, citizenship in our country. You know what I mean? Like, we're always the nice helping hand, but we just can't be stampled on. You know what I mean? Like, we're not the welcome mat. We're just the welcome group.
Yeah. Well, I just ordered 25 signs that I'm going to give people, and we're going to march on the plaza, and they say assimilate or vacate.
There you go.
And that's my view on the thing. And man, come on, people, let's not throw the cat out with the bathwater. I mean, the baby out with the bathwater.
Yeah, the cat. We just gotta, stand for our country, stand for our values. Otherwise, they're gonna walk right over us, right?
Absolutely.
So, all right, we appreciate
Doug,
you.
I really
man.
appreciate you and Stacy, man.
Yeah.
And if there's anything we can ever do your way, man, just let us know, man.
No problem.
We need to. At the end of the day, you're our neighbor too.
Yes, that's no doubt. I love this internet stuff, and that's what they're scared of. Is people are all able to get together, find out that man, we have more in common than we do that's separate, and just know that they're trying to shuffle us apart for a reason.
Well, somebody somewhere is mad that you and your wife through the internet taught me and my wife's name is Stacy as well, how to ferment.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And how to put food up, and and we need more of that, man.
Yeah.
We need more of that. Less cat videos, more fermenting videos.
Yeah, we actually got 2 lambs on the ground right now. I'm watching them right now. I had to run in here and give you a call and stuff, and I got to go back out there and check on her. So we appreciate you guys. Stay vigilant out there and stay in prayer.
All right.
He does not have any motivations, and he doesn't have any hate for Haitians or anything else. What you guys have to be careful, because what they're going to start doing is they're going to try to make you look like you're a racist just because you want to defend your way of life and the Constitution, because there is no constitutional, acceptability of dropping immigrants into your city or town unvetted and then giving them protected status. This is all nonsense, y'all, and it's up to us to make it stop, and no one's going to like that either. Has definitely noticed over the past 5 years, 4 years, 3 years, especially 2 years, 1 year, there's been a large increase. If you guys didn't catch it, there's about 58,000 people in Springfield, Ohio. They have brought in over 20,000, I think it's 25,000 Haitian refugees, y'all. Just think about that for a second. Also, before you get out of here, the Cloward and Piven strategy is to overwhelm the system that takes care of the citizens. Overwhelm the system, create so much stress on it that it basically breaks. Cloward and Piven strategy. Look that up, all right? Share this video with your friends. Let's see if we can get this to go viral just like it did on X, so that way people can get this information and they can clearly see what's going on from unmotivated, unbiased, unpaid for, follow the money, people that are just trying to get their story out. And I feel so bad for that gal who had her mom ran over while she was out taking out the trash. 70-something years old. Man, that just broke my heart. Stay vigilant out there. Share the video with your friends, and we'll see you on the next video.